Welcome back to another explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here today because we are doing something highly practical and honestly incredibly valuable. We're going to do a deep dive digital unboxing of a very specific compliance tool, the Bizmanualz Internal Audit Procedure AS9100, which is also known as the AQP 1200 product. If you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by process documentation, well, you are going to love the structure we're looking at today.
So how do you actually guarantee your aerospace internal audits meet AS9100D standards without starting completely from scratch? If you're a quality manager, an operations director, or anyone involved in aerospace compliance, that question is probably what keeps you up at night. The sheer complexity of aerospace compliance is daunting. There's a very real, very stressful fear of failing an external audit just because your internal process planning wasn't rigorous enough. A lot of businesses try to piece their processes together with very little systems planning, and honestly, it's no wonder it's so incredibly hard to achieve those planned, compliant results.
Okay, let's dive into this. The specific solution we're unboxing today is the Internal Audit Procedure AS9100 template from Bizmanualz. It's an instant download, and it sits at a really accessible $49.99 price point. I want to anchor our explainer right here on this tangible asset because what we're going to look at isn't just theory, it's exactly what you get when you leverage this established framework to totally overhaul your quality management system.
Section 1. Inside the core procedures. Let's see what we've got.
So, let's essentially open up the manual and take a look at the procedural content provided. I absolutely love this number, 2,479. That is the exact number of words contained in the core procedure alone, and it spans across 8 meticulously detailed pages. When auditing an aerospace business process, the primary thing an auditor looks for is how much process planning has actually gone into its creation. This number boldly proves the immense amount of heavy lifting and process planning that's literally already been done for you before you even type a single word. Let's move to and see how this builds across the actual internal audit activities. You see, the manual methodically breaks down the AS9100 internal audit into 5 distinct, actionable steps. It starts off with the program schedule, moves right into the specific aerospace internal audit planning, outlines exactly how you go about conducting the audit, details the reporting phase, and finally, it structures the follow-up. It takes this massive, complex requirement and sequences it into an airtight, step-by-step guide.
Moving on to Section 2, Inside Forms and Roles. As any quality manager knows, a solid procedure is absolutely nothing without the exact supporting documents, forms, and job descriptions required to actually execute it on the floor. And this is where the product's depth really shines. The template doesn't just tell you what to do, it literally hands you the exact tools to do it. You get the AS9100 Audit Schedule form, the Audit Plan form, and the Quality Audit Checklist Plan form. But look closely at those last few. You get the final Aerospace Audit Report form and the Process Effectiveness Assessment Report, which is commonly known in the industry as the PAIR. Having a pre-built, fully compliant PAIR form ready to go builds immense credibility for your internal audit file right out of the gate.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how perfectly the manual delineates roles within your staff. It provides exact definitions and responsibilities so you know exactly who does what. For instance, it defines the lead auditor as the person who supervises the team, manages the program, and reports findings to top management. But it goes way deeper into the qualifications. It explicitly states that the lead auditor must have taken part in at least 2 audits as a qualified auditor before ever assuming this lead position. It completely takes the guesswork out of assigning your team.
To briefly contrast that, the manual also clearly defines the provisional auditor. This is someone who's received the training but kind of lacks the hands-on experience, meaning they cannot conduct a quality audit without that lead auditor's supervision. By including these highly specific job descriptions, the manual makes absolutely sure that all levels of your staff are covered, guaranteeing your internal audit process isn't just complying on paper, but incredibly well-structured in its human execution.
All right, Section 3, Time-Saving Product Features.
Let's pivot from what the product physically contains to the operational advantages of actually using it to save your organization significant time and money. And this brilliantly illustrates the core value proposition. The old way is honestly painful. It means writing manuals from scratch, struggling with poor systems planning, and ultimately facing a super high risk of non-compliance and major nonconformities. The AQP 1200 way replaces that blank page with a ready-to-use, step-by-step guide that helps you ensure your quality management system meets all requirements and identifies areas for improvement instantly.
So the crucial point is the format. This is not some rigid, lockdown PDF that you have to somehow try to adapt your business to. Nope,
These are editable Microsoft Word templates. They're an instant download, and they are fully customizable to fit the specific, unique needs of your aerospace organization. You can download it and literally start modifying and implementing it into your business today. It's a real game changer.
Finally, Section 4. Get your AQP 1200 manual.
Let's focus on removing any remaining hesitation you might have about integrating this into your quality management system. If there was any doubt left, Bizmanualz backs this product with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You're getting an incredibly robust framework for $49.99, and that investment comes with absolutely zero risk. You can download it, evaluate the thousands of words of process planning, review the pair and final report forms, and just see the value for yourself.
So the final question I want to leave you with is this. Are you ready to make your AS9100D internal audits efficient, effective, and fully compliant today? Stop wasting valuable time trying to reinvent the wheel from scratch. If you want to empower your team and safeguard your external audits, the solution is right there, ready and waiting. Go download the Bizmanualz AQP 1200 Internal Audit Procedure Manual right now and transform your compliance process. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy auditing.